The fast food industry is a bloody battlefield, mate. It's a cutthroat business, and just like in any kitchen, only the strong survive. As consumer preferences evolve and competition heats up, even the biggest names in the business are feeling the pressure. Some of these dinosaurs, they're stuck in their ways, serving up the same tired old recipes, and frankly, it's putting them on a one-way trip to Flavortown, and not in a good way. Today, we're diving into 7 fast food giants that might vanish by 2025 if they don't adapt. Consider this a bloody Michelin star review, fast food edition. Let's get started. Sonic Drive-In, the iconic drive-in chain with those annoyingly catchy commercials, is stuck in a time warp. Sure, nostalgia gets you so far, but it's not a recipe for long-term success. They're relying on that whole retro vibe, car hops on roller skates. But the reality is, the food is as bland as a boiled potato. First off, their digital presence is as weak as a soggy chip. In today's world, you need a strong online ordering system, a user-friendly app, and let's not forget about delivery. People are glued to their phones, and if Sonic wants to survive, they need to meet customers where they are. And speaking of meeting customers, Sonic needs to expand beyond the suburbs. They're missing out on a huge market in urban areas where people are craving convenience and speed. Open some sleek modern locations in city centers, and for God's sake, update that menu. The burgers are dry, the fries are forgettable, and the milkshakes, well, they're about the only thing keeping them afloat. Sonic needs to ditch the frozen crap and start using fresh, high-quality ingredients. Give the people what they want: gourmet burgers, crispy fries, and innovative milkshakes that will blow their minds. And for crying out loud, get rid of those car hops. They're slow, inefficient, and frankly, a bit creepy. Invest in some decent technology to speed up service and improve the customer experience. Sonic, you've got potential, but you're stuck in the slow lane. Step it up or face extinction. Denny's, the supposed diner experience, is about as appealing as a burnt piece of toast. This chain is stuck in a greasy spoon time warp, and it's time for a serious wake-up call. First off, their target audience is about as lively as their atmosphere old. Young people wouldn't be caught dead in a Denny's unless it was for a dare or a late-night drunken food coma. They need to attract a younger crowd, and that starts with a menu overhaul. Ditch the greasy spoon staples and introduce some fresh, healthy options. Plant-based burgers, avocado toast, quinoa bowls. You know, the kind of food that doesn't make you feel like you need a defibrillator after every meal. And for God's sake, update the decor. Those dingy booths and flickering fluorescent lights are about as inviting as a morgue. Create a bright modern atmosphere that appeals to a younger generation. Denny's, you're living in the past. Embrace the future or prepare to be eaten alive by the competition. Arby's, the self-proclaimed meat mountain of fast food, is about as exciting as a plate of plain white rice. Sure, they've got the whole "we have the meat" slogan, but let's be honest, it's all downhill from there. Their menu is as predictable as a children's menu: roast beef sandwiches, curly fries, and jamocha shakes. Don't get me wrong, there's a time and a place for a classic roast beef sandwich, but Arby's needs to spice things up. Where's the innovation? Where's the creativity? They need to take some risks, experiment with new flavors, and for God's sake, add some decent vegetarian options. And while they're at it, they need to ditch the outdated marketing campaigns. Those cheesy commercials with the talking oven mitt, give me a break. It's time to connect with a younger audience through social media, influencer collaborations, and edgy advertising. Arby's, you're stuck in a culinary rut. It's time to fire up the grill and start cooking up some excitement. Taco Bell, the king of late-night cravings, is in danger of becoming the court jester of the fast food industry. I mean, sure, they've got a loyal following of college students and insomniacs, but let's be honest. Their reliance on cheap, greasy food is really catching up to them. Let's face it, Taco Bell's reputation isn't exactly stellar. People joke all the time about their questionable ingredients and, well, the inevitable digestive consequences that follow. It's kind of become a running gag, hasn't it? It's time for Taco Bell to clean up their act. Literally. They need to ditch the processed cheese, the mystery meat, and all those artificial flavors. Instead, they should focus on fresh, high-quality ingredients that, won't send people running for the bathroom. And hey, while they're at it, they really need to step up their sustainability game. Consumers these days are becoming more and more conscious of the environmental impact of their food choices, and Taco Bell needs to show that they genuinely care about that too. Taco Bell, you've got the potential to be a leader in the fast food industry, but come on, you need to ditch the cheap tricks and start serving up some real food. KFC, the Colonel's once mighty empire of fried chicken, is starting to resemble a greasy spoon instead of a fast food haven. Honestly, the Colonel is likely turning in his grave as we speak. Their menu is a cluttered mess of fried chicken buckets, greasy sides, and sugary drinks. It's time for a serious simplification. Focus on what you do best, fried chicken. Ditch the gimmicky menu items and perfect the classics. And speaking of classics, the Colonel's secret recipe is about as secret as the fact that their chicken is often dry and overcooked. It's time to invest in some new frying technology and train your staff to cook the chicken to perfection every time. And for God's sake, update the sides. Those mashed potatoes taste like they came from a box and the coleslaw is a soggy mess. Give the people some decent sides that complement the chicken, not overpower it. KFC, you've got a legacy to uphold. It's time to ditch the shortcuts and start serving up some finger-licking good chicken that would make the Colonel proud. Quiznos, the forgotten middle child of the sandwich world, is about as relevant as a payphone in a smartphone world. Remember when they tried to compete with Subway? Yeah, that didn't go so well. Their problem? They're stuck in a time warp, serving up the same tired subs with wilted lettuce and flavorless tomatoes. Their bread, once their claim to fame, is often dry and crumbly. Quiznos, it's time for a complete overhaul. Start with the ingredients. Use fresh, high-quality meats, cheeses, and vegetables, and for God's sake, toast the bread properly. Next, revamp the menu. Offer some innovative sandwich combinations, and don't be afraid to experiment with different types of bread. And while you're at it, add some decent salads and soups to the menu. Finally, embrace technology. Partner with delivery services, create a user-friendly app, and for the love of all that is holy, update your website. Quiznos, you're on life support. It's time for a radical transformation or prepare to be buried under a pile of forgotten sub-sandwiches. Papa John's, once a contender in the pizza delivery game, has fallen faster than a delivery guy on a slippery sidewalk. Their reputation is in the gutter, and their pizza? Well, let's just say it's not winning any awards. First things first, they need to address the elephant in the room, their founder's controversial past. They've tried to distance themselves, but the damage is done. They need to take real, tangible steps to rebuild trust with customers. Next, they need to improve the quality of their ingredients. The dough is bland, the sauce is forgettable, and the cheese is greasy. Use fresh, high-quality ingredients, and for God's sake, don't skimp on the toppings. And while they're at it, they need to expand their menu beyond the same old pizzas and breadsticks. Offer some innovative specialty pizzas, salads, and maybe even some dessert options. Papa John's, you've got a lot of work to do if you want to regain your slice of the pie. It's time to stop delivering disappointment and start delivering deliciousness. And there you have it. 7 fast food giants that could vanish by 2025 if they don't adapt to the changing times. These chains are on my culinary crap list, and frankly, they need a bloody miracle to survive. They're serving up bland food, stuck with outdated marketing, and ignoring the needs of today's consumer. What do you think? Will these brands make a comeback, or are they destined to fade away? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the world of fast food and beyond.